Welcome to another episode of Explore Built. Right here up in the Gulf, guys. Now, usually we show you these cars brand new, spick and span. Unfortunately, that doesn't always come to plan. So this time, guys, we got the car built as much as we possibly could. I'm gonna call it build version 1. There's a few other things that are still yet to come, but unfortunately, we had these dates locked in to go up north. We're currently making our way all the way up into Arnhem Land. We were so rushed that we didn't even get to film the pack, the leaving. We are currently day 3 of our epic adventure on the top end of Australia series, guys. So here it is, my brand new touring vehicle for 2026. It is the F350. You guys have seen me purchase this vehicle from the team down at ATA, American Trucks Australia. If you haven't checked out that video, guys, make sure you get over there, check that one out first. We went through a whole process explaining exactly why we purchased the F350. This is my first Ford. If you've watched that video, I got a Ford. I'm a little bit dubious. I'm not 100% sure if the Ford was the right platform, but I wanted to give it a go and it ticked every single box that I was after. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it for a full walk. We're here in a stunning little campground that I can't disclose. It's a little bit of a secret one. As you can see, it's probably one of the nicest little backdrops I've ever seen. But we're gonna start at the front, guys. We're gonna work our way all the way around this car, show you the cab, and then we're gonna take you through the canopy. Now, I've designed what I consider to be one of the best, if not the best touring canopy. It's the best touring canopy I've ever built for the way I tour. Now, let's not muck around, let's just rip in. So guys, as you can see, we've got bugs from 3 nights of driving right up until nearly 11 o'clock every night. One thing I should mention, it is the Ford F350 STX package. It is the XL. I went the bog stocker and then I like to build up from there. So I didn't buy the fanciest Ford you could possibly get. That's the benefit of going to the team at ATA, guys, is you can pick and choose exactly what model, what spec you want for your perfect vehicle. Now, up front on the big Ford, we've got the very first Off-Road Creative hooped Bullbar. I sat down with the team at Off-Road Creative. This is what we managed to come up with. Now, I do want to point out that this is a prototype model. We've already made changes to this Bullbar, but for our first crack and the team's very first hoop Bullbar, I reckon they've absolutely knocked it out of the park. Yeah, that thing will knock a few roos on there, huh? Yeah. The Bullbar has absolutely everything that I wanted. Proper front end protection. All these big lights, all the big front end is protected. Typically, your American bars just have this nice little hoop here, which does look aesthetically pleasing. But we've just done 2 night runs till 11 o'clock at night. Full front end protection for me is a must. It is a steel bar, guys. This thing is basically the Roo Deleter 5000. It will just knock them flat, let's be honest. Everything you want on a bar. We've got the winch cradle down here. We've got a big 20,000 pound carbon winch. We've got the factory recovery points in here. We've still got plenty of ventilation coming up and in. We've got a nice little bar through the middle. We've got the Light Force light bar in there, guys. Now, I was going to do 3 lights. I lost one in the shed somehow. Don't ask me what's going on with that, but we ran out of time. But I sort of liked it with 2, so I didn't worry about it for this trip, but we may end up with either 3 lights or when we move these bars out, what I actually might try and do is go 2 of the Light Force Beast 230s, and then next to it, I actually want to run 2 Beast 190s. So this front configuration may change a little bit. The car is very much a work in progress. We wanted to show you it before it ends up scratched and dinted or whatever happens on this trip up through the top end. We've got the communications, of course, guys. You've got your aerial point on both sides. The Uniden, that's an absolute no-brainer. We'll show you the rest of that inside the car. These little side lights are actually incredible. Driving at night, the angle of these side ones pointing right out, the vision I get is absolutely insane. So light bar, 2 lights, and then while we're talking lighting, I've got 8 of the Light Force strikers up top there on the EC Off-Road, a sort of Baja rack, I think they call it. Little custom Ford badge here, shout out to Dom. The whole car, guys, was of course built down at EC Off-Road. This whole entire build is sort of 10 years of my touring knowledge jammed into one platform. So I can't wait to show you some of the goodies at the back. So let's get around there, let's check it out. Like I said, guys, roof rack from EC Off-Road. We got a couple of epic little 6-inch light bars on both sides in the orange and the white light. So they're pretty cool when you're pulling up to a campsite. When you're trying to spot a camp, I always tend to put a couple on the sides. Those two, more than enough. We've got the Max Tracks, 4 Max Track Extreme up on top there on a Max Track mount. Fits perfectly on the EC Off-Road roof rack with their brand new shovel mount. If you haven't seen that, get over there, check it out right now. You're always looking for somewhere to put the shovel. I don't have a long roof rack. I can't put a big long shovel here. It folds down, it literally clips straight on top of the Max Tracks. You've got a set of Max Tracks on the top of your car. It'd be crazy not to chuck a shovel mount up there. We've also got the Gorilla mount. Now, we've been using this the whole entire way here. My Navi, Sammy's been on the computer doing emails. We've been editing videos. Starlink in the Gorilla mount, guys. There's so many different mounting variations. We had a suction mount for the little LNs. We had 30-year-old Hiluxes, and we had bloody Starlink at Cape York. And we've had Starlink from the Gold Coast all the way through to the Gulf. It's absolutely epic. Neat, clean, practical, and only the gear that I sort of want up there. Now, while we're cruising around, side steps, they're still factory. They're gonna go in the bin. But for now, I thought some sort of sill protection is better than having no sill protection whatsoever, which has worked out extremely well. Windows are tinted. We've got the OG Explore Life splash up the side, which has worked really well. Now, paint color. It is the carbonized gray. I wasn't originally going to change the whole color of this vehicle, and I still might, but we ran out of time, and I actually love the color. I think it's worked perfect. Since Navsy's 76 is the graphite with black, we've gone graphite and blacked out absolutely everything we could. And I think the two side by side, and even this by itself, just looks bloody incredible. We'll get into the Canopy paint job in a minute. You would not read about it. BFGs, KM3s. I don't put anything else on any of my cars. Even my van is on 35-inch BFG KM3s. These are a 37 by 13.5 on a set of 18-inch ROH Assaults. These are now available, or they will be very shortly. Stir them up, get onto them, they're coming out. These are a Ford Super Duty wheel. So they do fit, they're a positive 20. You can put them on your F350s, 350s, but they also fit on your Ford Super Duty Rangers. So these are going to be extremely, extremely popular. All load rated, of course, guys. Same with the tyres. We do have a big GVM on this vehicle. I'll run you through that shortly. Speaking of the GVM, this is all because we have deleted all of the suspension. So brand new vehicle, we pulled it all out. The coils come out, the shocks come out, the leaf pack, all straight in the bin, guys. And we are running the liquid spring suspension setup. Now, if you've never seen liquid spring suspension, essentially it's one large hydraulic strut. We ran through this in the build episode. If you want to see some finer details, basically, we've got the whole of the canopy off. You can see exactly what's going on there. But these things are insane. Now, I'd driven them and I wanted to try them. It was one of the reasons we went this Ford platform. I've done 2,500 kilometers in 3 days and I am blown away. This thing handles like nothing else. There is no body roll in liquid springs. No matter how much weight's on the back, unloaded, 120 of jerry cans or with the caravan on the back, it just automatically adjusts to your ride height. Push of a button, I can drop this thing down 4 inches. Push of a button, I can raise it up 8 inches. Now, a couple of reasons this is handy. One, when you're towing, guys, being able to just lower that vehicle down, back under your boat trailer, caravan trailer, lift it up, super handy. I love the fact that it's self-leveling. So when you rock up to a campsite here, the vehicle will actually self-level, which means my rooftop is perfectly level every time. No adjusting, no digging holes, just flat, which is crazy. And then the other main reason, and this is a big one, is I wanted to be able to rock up to camp and lower this whole entire canopy down. One of the biggest problems with the American touring vehicles is everyone builds tray canopies and the kitchen is borderline useless. It's impractical. You have to carry a step or a step ladder, and I just really didn't want to do that. We tour out of these things. This trip's 2.5, 3 weeks. You know, we're cooking out of this thing every day. So I wanted to make sure it was super practical and very, very user-friendly. And the liquid springs just tick every box. There's 3 different adjustments on there for comfort. You can have comfort mode, normal, or sports mode. And all that really does is stiffen it up and changes the settings. I can hit around about like 60k an hour in this thing in sports mode, and it's like driving a bloody SS Commodore. And I'm not even really joking. It's pretty impressive. It's crazy, to be fair. So liquid springs, guys, EC Off-Road. They install these on your Fords, your Rams. Stay tuned, because I do know they've got a set coming for the 70 series Land Cruiser. I think it's just going to absolutely blow up. So get over to EC if you're chasing them, guys. I've got a lot more testing to do. I want to put these things through the paces, but the corrugation's on the way here. Oh my God, I've never driven a car. There was no that dash bouncing out. It just floated over the corrugation. I'm bragging already, but I do want to put this thing through its real test. I want to wheel it hard. Road, tick, corrugations, tick, but let's do some hardcore wheeling. Let's put it in some bog holes in the mud and just see how the liquid spring performs. But so far, she's a big tick, guys. Righto, before we get into the best canopy I've ever built, let me show you inside the cab. Now, before we even get in, the first thing you'll notice, Razorback seat covers, guys. We put them on every single car. We put the nice pleather look like leather seats on Nav 76. I've gone the neoprene. I had these in my giveaway vehicles. I absolutely love the feel of neoprene. I'm always in and out wet. Protects your factory seats, guys. They're an absolute no-brainer. We were going to get all custom Explore Life on them, but I actually just want to show off that these are a Razorback seat cover, because you guys always ask. The other thing you'll notice is on the floor. Instead of floor mats, I'm converted. This thing is a muck mat. Now, you would have seen muck mats from your caravans. We got onto the team and we said, oh, have you got any for like at the base of the rooftop tent or even out the front of our swags? Because I forgot how good they are when you're cleaning your feet to get in the bloody caravan. And I fell in love, and I was like, bugger it, I'm going to put a set in the F350. It feels so nice under your feet. All the sand gets caught, so you don't feel like you're spreading sand around. You can have all the water in there. It soaks all that up, tip it out, give it a gurney, it's good to go. I know it's a floor mat. It's a stupid thing, but I tell you what, bloody awesome. Now, seating configuration, single cab. Why did I go a single cab? Because I bloody love them. Now, I had the single cab with the last vehicle, guys. It went everywhere. It was the right size. It's just a bit of a weapon. The wheel length is perfect. It's a little bit stumpier. Will I go to a dual cab one day? Probably, but I don't have kids yet, and I don't need the back seats. I don't need me mates telling me how to drive from the back seat. So I thought, I'm going to go a single cab again. You can now import the single cabs, Ram and the F-Trucks, guys, straight through ATA. Of course, just like my Ram, it's a 3-seater. Simply push that button. Oh, I've got a heap of stuff behind. That's my fridge organizer that actually needs to go on this car very shortly. Check that out. 3 seats, done, dusted. It's actually got the Ram pipped. It's got better storage. So you got under seat storage here. And then when you lower this thing down, nice center console up here, couple of cup holders and a really nice phone holder, to be honest. The dash is actually incredible. The guys from ATA, when they do their conversions, they are flawless. There's no way you would think that the steering wheel was actually on that side of the vehicle. It's impressive. The finish on this dash, guys, is just out of control. All nice, full leather dash. It's wild. I don't know how they do it. Must be a bloody lot of work, I'll tell you that. Like I said, this is the base model. Are you kidding? This is the base model. No wonder I bought the base model. There's bloody nothing wrong with it. Head unit could be a little bit larger, but I can buy an aftermarket one that literally takes up this whole spot. So that's probably something I'm going to do. Key, yes, it's a key. But with the liquid springs, you've got a nice little controller here, and it really is this simple. Push the button, medium, low, and low. It'll just dump all the way down, and then I can go all the way up to high, which is an 8-inch suspension lift. Ride quality, guys, comfort, normal, sports mode, instantaneous, changes the settings on the shocks. It's absolutely crazy. The thing is an absolute monster truck. Yes, I know I need 40-inch tires, but there is a reason I haven't done 40-inch tires yet, and you will find out why. Yeah, I say yet because I do want to put 40-inch tires on, but I haven't done that yet, and I probably won't because 2 reasons. One, it's better for your drive line, your fuel economy, but the main reason is the height that it jacks up your whole entire canopy. Underneath here, guys, I've got the spotty, the beast lights. I can turn the beast lights on and off here. The cool thing about the beast lights is you've got 3 different settings. You can either have spread if you just want that nice wide light in front of you. You got spot if you're trying to shoot down the road there, or you can do both. So it's nice to be able to just have a little bit of variation. Now check this out. This is one of my favorite things. The team here have put a couple of nice little badges up here so I know exactly what we're going on. Reverse light, that's the 6-inch light on the left. So easy, so simple. I don't know, there's something about that. You're just like, what else we got in here, guys? Of course, we got the Uniden. It is the X-Track Pro. It's the 80. This thing is absolutely phenomenal. Every single car here is fitted out with the exact same Uniden. We've got 5 cars here. They're all rigged up with that, which is perfect. You got all your standard storage, guys. You got your outlets. You got your little 12-volt USB, USB-C, all those sorts of things. You got a nice little storage box here above the glove box. One thing that I have done that is a very, very cool feature is the Uniden. It is a dash cam. Quality out of that has blown me away. I actually use it for the episode. Yeah, not bad. Absolutely stunning. So you can use that as an in-car, outside the car as well. It obviously gets you that shot. You push a button if you love that little section. You can download it when you get home, chuck it on Instagram. It'll lower your premiums on your insurance. If you do have a dickhead crash into you, you've got proof. They're a bit of a no-brainer. So we've got one of them in both the cars now. I didn't know Uniden did them. Second I found out, we chucked them straight in. That's about it, guys, for inside the car. I haven't really changed anything. I'm not a big interior guy. I probably won't even change the stereo, to be honest. I just don't really care. As long as I can make a phone call and I can put me maps, I'm pretty much happy as a pig in, to be honest. Grab handles on both sides. Yeah, she's a car. There's a couple of spotties. Let's go see the cool shit in the back, eh? What do you reckon? Bye-bye. All right, guys, speaking of building American trucks, last month, guys, we gave you the opportunity to win the ultimate Outback icon, the old school Land Cruiser. This month, we figured it was only fitting that we went American. Here it is, the Bronco. That's right, you know the drill by now. Support us, we support you. Every item from the online store, guys, is an entry. And this week is one of your last weeks to grab a flano as well. $10 from every flano going straight to the Farm Angels to support our farmers, guys. So there's not too many flanos left. You guys are absolute legends. We've raised a couple of $1,000s to go to the Farm Angels, and that tally is only growing. But get over there, check out the latest Bronco, and thank you very much for all the support on the online store. Well, I was this close to showing you the Canopy, but first, let me show you what is on top of this Canopy, guys. You wouldn't read about it, it's the Bush Company. They're the best in the game, there's no question, and I'm running the exact same setup that I've had on my Ram single cab, Ram double cab, and 79 series Land Cruiser. It's the ultimate touring setup. It is the AX27 with the XT Max Bush Company awning. There is no better combination. Type me in the comments, I dare you. It's the best rooftop tent and best and the world's strongest awning. Like, there's not really anything to complain about. So let me give you a look. We do have some pretty cool things coming. At the moment, the car's pretty loaded. When these are off, I've got some nice little steps that Off-Road Creative are building for me that'll go straight up. You'll be able to climb straight into the rooftop tent. Up on top, before we give that a crack, I have two 200-watt panels, guys. 400 watts of solar pumping into the dual battery system. As always, simple, easy, and practical. 2 spring rod poles. There is a little ladder in there, which I can actually set up on the back here once I don't have all the swags. Long side goes on the right, sneak that one in. Short side on the left, in this little pole here. And it's that simple, guys. I just like simple, practical, 30 seconds, less than, and the whole tent's set up. I've got a built-in fan. I've got built-in lights. I've got power on both sides of the tent there so that you can have his and her power. Pockets on the roof. Guys, you should know the AX27 by now. Anyone who's serious about living out of a rooftop tent has the Bush Company. Now, I'm going to show you another reason we got the liquid springs. It makes everything more practical. I'm going to push a button. Let's drop it down. We'll set this awning up, and then it will also make sense when I show you inside the Canopy. So it really is this quick. This is real time. That's why I'm going to talk so it doesn't look sped up. I push the button twice, and the car just drops down. It also, while it drops down, it stays level. That's why you'll see this side is probably slightly higher than the other side. It levels that car out, so my Bush Company rooftop is dead flat. Doesn't really get any better than that. Let me turn this off. We'll set the awning up. Righto, grab the front. As you sneak around this side, on the Bush Company tent, there's just a really nice little strap holder. Put that one in. I leave that one preset all the time, so this is nice and straight. You grab the back, walk the dog, still opens up, even with the van on the back, does the exact same thing. straight into its little holder right there. We just tighten the tension on this. Oh yeah. And that's it. So just like that, Taj Mahal is absolutely rigged up. Means I can have someone up in the rooftop if I'm towing the van. Typically, when we're doing the hardcore wheeling and all the other trips, I'm straight up in the rooftop. Now, do have Velcro all the way around. You can clip the walls on. We did it all the time in the Ram. You can either have shade or a full canvas wall, which is bloody epic. You can actually bunker this whole entire thing down. 2 walls is all you need. Typically, that'll get you out of trouble. I have 1 solid wall to stop that rain, the heavy rain side, and I have 1 mesh wall, which will stop the rain. If it's heavy, you might get a little bit of misting, but sometimes it's nice just to put the shade wall up so you actually got shade at the beach and you don't cook. So they're online, you can check them out. And now, let me show you through my dream canopy. Righto, here it is, guys, my off-road creative canopy. We've gone the 2-tone. I've colour matched the main canopy door and I've left all the rest black. Just want to try something a little bit different. Typically, I've only had all black on my 79 and the 2 Rams. So I wanted to add a little bit of colour, but I wasn't quite ready to have it all colour-coded like all 3 doors. I did think about doing the whole entire car, but I do love the black look. I think it just ties in really nicely. Now, I got onto the team at Off-Road Creative about 12 months ago. We spoke about this concept I wanted to do, and they were like, you know what, we're in, let's do it. They were keen. There's about 4 months of serious design to come up with this whole tray canopy package that you see here, guys. Now, this will be available. You can purchase it straight out of Off-Road Creative. Obviously, you can do this in a mini version, same size canopy without all the tray space. But pretty much if you've got a dual cab or the single cab, you can get this done. Well, here we go, guys. This is years in the making to sort of put everything inside a canopy that I use while we're touring. Let's just rip in. I wanted a home for everything, but I still wanted quite a lot of open space on this side of the canopy. You always have big bulky items like your Maxtrax recovery kit, beer. You always just want a bit more open space. Now, I was gonna leave this whole entire back area completely open, but I always carry 3 Explore Life camp chairs. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put a shelf in. It's fully removable. 3 Explore Life camp chairs fit like a glove, straight in there. Like I said, 6 bolts, and I can remove the whole entire setup and just have one big bulk storage area. But it works well. I'm probably never gonna pull it out. I absolutely love it. You always need a camp chair. Underneath, I've got my tools. I've got a massive tool bag with just everything you could possibly think of. I literally have had that tool bag since the 76. You could probably fix a whole car with what's in that tool bag. I've got another tool roll here as well, guys, just with a few extras. Between those 2 toolkits, well, I do have 1 more. I carry 3. It's pretty excessive. It's probably a little bit extra weight. I could probably condense it, but I know I've got everything here to basically rebuild this car. Now, one thing you'll notice, guys, is the way that Off-Road Creative finish your canopy is just elite. All C-Dex type flooring in the bottom here finishes it off. We've gone with the full black. It's not gonna get dirty. My last one was white. I think the black will just fare a lot nicer, won't show up as many marks and scuffs and bits and pieces. Speaking of everything having a home, the chairs are up here. Maxtrax bag fits, my tools are down there. I've got a table up here. Fits in absolutely perfectly, doesn't move around. You always want those 2 things at camp. You pull the awning out, table, couple of chairs, done, dusted, nice and easy. This is a shout out to cameraman Sam. He got his own drawer in the canopy. But we always have camera gear, right? So Sammy rides shotgun with me, guys. We wanted somewhere here where you can basically put all of the drone, you can put our different cameras, and then all of the charging's in here. Check this out. We've got a 4-way 240 volt panel at the back here. At the moment, we got drone batteries charging, drone controllers. We got phones, there's UHF charging in here. We've got 2 outlets, USB and USB-C. So this is the cameraman's drawer. One thing that's pretty cool about this drawer is we put in these dividers. So it's very simple and easy, aluminium dividers, and we can move them around depending on where we want them, which has worked really well. Maxtrax first aid kits, we've got 2 of them, a snakebite and the adventure kit. We've got jump packs, we've got Light Force torch, the Night Hunter, and then at the front, guys, all more camera gear. We've got a couple of the Nighthawks, which are just the epic little headlamps that we got there, guys. And we've got, I think, 4 Uniden handhelds for when we're wheeling and when we're got the camera guys running around. We literally have one on all their hips. So be able to set a drone up here, launch it. You can use it when you're loading the fridge. We've got the Evercool 40-litre fridge here, guys. This one on this trip, typically there should be about 900 travelers in here, but this time we've gone with a freezer option. These do go down to like -20, so that is a full-time freezer on this trip, which is pretty cool. One thing that you will notice is our epic little red arc system up here, guys. Off-Road Creative have done a bloody epic job. They cut red arc in there for me. Now, we're actually running a monster red arc system in this, guys. We've managed to put in 3 200 amp hour lithium red arc batteries. 600 amps, that's 200 more than I've ever had. We jacked this system up just a little bit. We're running the new Alpha 100 amp charger. So there's 100 amps pumping in. Now, we've also got the TVMS Prime. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, it is a total vehicle management system. It also has a 30 amp charger built in. It sort of does everything. It can do your charging, 30 amps. It is basically that all-in-one management system. So with the Alpha and the Prime, we're actually charging straight off the alternator at 130 amps, which is monster. 130 amps pumping straight in. 400 watts of solar when we're parked up in the sunshine in the afternoon, thumping down through the TVMS as well, guys. All controlled by our Red Vision screen on the kitchen side. Typically, I was gonna put the double outlet. We had it on the last car, but I pretty much only ever use the other side. So we've run one over there. I'll give you a look when we're over there. We've also got 240 outlets here, guys, and a couple of USBs and USB-C. So you can plug in there and we can charge extra stuff here. Most of the time, I think having it in the drawer is a better option. This is just bulk storage. We can just yeet it in. Now, the door's super heavy duty. If you look at some of the cheaper canopies, if you try and pull down on one side of the door, the whole bloody thing tries to buckle and fall in half. The lighting setup they've got's epic. On, you can change the color, white, orange, intermediate. You can also dim it, right? So that's brighter, and then I can dim it right down. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but having the option to dim the light is actually bloody handy. Sometimes you don't need a million bloody volts bloody cranking down on you. We got a couple of little exterior lights, one on each side. Once again, just some campsite lighting. It's always nice to have a little bit of light around the outside of your car. We got them on both sides. Works extremely well. Water filler. We still have 125 litres of fresh water underneath here. I did sacrifice about this much of water. There is a possibility that we can put another, say, 50-litre tank in there. But 125 is more than enough for sort of the trips I'm doing. It works pretty well. This side here, we've got a really nice drawer setup. It basically just, rather than actually sliding out on drawers, it just pivots out, which means I don't have the slides here, which is great. In here, we've got coolant, ropes, more coolant. We got engine oil, my third toolkit. What else do we got here? 2-stroke oil, that's for the chainsaw. I've got a heap of sand pegs. I've got high temp wheel bearing grease. I've got zip ties. This is sort of just my spare parts and bits and pieces drawer. This will end up full to the brim. Now, of course, guys, everything's central locking. Push the button, everything locks. Once you've had that, you'll never not have that, trust me. As we sneak around the side here, I've got another nice little toolbox hatch. This is all central locking, of course. This is literally just my air compressor side. I got the Maxtrax Interflate, put a twin ARB compressor in there. I've linked that up to a Morflate multi-tie inflation deflation bloody thingo. Long story short, the only reason I've got this is I can set the pressure like I'm at my service station. So set it at 50 pounds, pull this out. I literally clip this straight on, burp, and we're into it. So simple, easy. I've got the Apex Design hose reel here, guys. It's a bit of a no-brainer. It's absolutely epic. I've got one of them in both these vehicles now. To be able to pull that out, I can pump all the van tyres up, I can pump the car tyres up, I can use it with an air hose on the end just to blow dirt and dust and bits and pieces. Simple, easy, practical. Let's check out the back of this thing. Righto, 350, bruh. That is the number plates I bought a couple of beers in the afternoon. I put the Bakes plates on the little LM106 and I bought these. 350, bruh, is the number plates on this. Let me know in the comments, love them, hate them. There'll be a fair bit of hate probably, but I reckon they're all right. Now, I just wanted to show you this. This is how it's set up as we're touring. I thought it'd be cool to show you a video of what it actually looks like rigged up rather than all pretty. This is why I've got the tray space, guys. I wanted that extra spot. We always have firewood, Typically not jerry cans. I'll tell you why in a minute, but we always have a couple of swags on the back here. Once I've had that tray space, it's another reason I went the single cab. I don't want to go to the dual cab with no tray space. I bloody love this area. Boogie boards when we're down the beach with the kids. My tray just gets used. Everything gets chucked on the back. It's so versatile. I can actually sit a little dirt bike up on the back of this thing. My Amp Bros electric pushy can go there when I go to a caravan park or whatever. But this trip, what we've got is, what have I got? 6 jerry cans on the back. I hate carrying jerry cans. And we went to put in the Brown Davis long range tank. This is the very first F350 single cab in Australia, the new model, guys. F350 dual cab tank. Missed it by this much. It's just not perfectly designed for the single cab. There's a few things that are slightly different. So I didn't get to sneak it in on this trip. I only have 100 litres of fuel. And you honestly forget what it's like having a long range tank when you don't have one. I'm sick of stopping for fuel. I almost ran out the other day. Long range fuel tank is going in this thing the second I get home. Brown Davis long range tank. It'll probably double my fuel capacity, which is an absolute must. You know what? I'm gonna whip all this off the back because I wanna give you a look at the setup. I've got 2 epic storage boxes and the 37 tucked in the middle. So let's rip in. This is pretty handy. Little slots all the way around. You can literally chuck tie down points in there. Absolutely epic. Snuck one up on the Bush Company as well, just to hold the boys' swags on. Explore Life swag bags. Tough as nails. Check it out. Yes, it's dirty and covered in dust, but hey, this is what a real touring vehicle looks like. We got the big 37 up here. Check this out. I opted for 2 of these storage boxes on the back, but we lift that up, guys. We've got our Makita. It is a 14-inch and a nice little shelf up here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 batteries up there, another 2 down here. There's my chainsaw at all times, ready to go. If we're going on a big trip, I also brought another big monster 26-inch still, just in case we get to open up this track in the back of East Arnhem. So I don't want to say too much in case we don't get the access, but we are. Now, over this side, guys, this is pretty cool. I've got Titan jack. It's one thing that you always need to carry. Perfect for jacking up the caravan, Nav's car, my car, the tinny trailer. Having a jack on hand is a bit of a no-brainer. And this one being sort of right there where we need it on the back of the truck, I figured, you know what, let's put it in. Keeps it symmetrical. Sort of dead space. You wouldn't use that little bit of space much at all. So pretty handy. The little latches they've got here for the trays, guys. So simple. Keeps the outside of the tray looking clean. Bang, done. Now, we've got a couple little light force lights on the back here for reversing, which comes in handy. 2 water taps. So this side is gravity fed, which is bloody handy because you never know when you might do a pump. I have done pumps before. And so this side, flick that up, put your little pump fitting in, pressurized water, outdoor shower, doing the dishes. Underneath here as well, guys, we've tucked in a 15,000 carbon winch. I actually will try and never not have a rear winch on my touring vehicles. We can use it to tow the van out. We will use it to drag the tinnies up and down the beach. I use it to tow my boat onto the trailer. I use it more than my front winch. So that was an absolute must. Just look how neat, everything to do with Off-Road Creative, the shape, the finish, everything is neat and practical. There's even a light here for the hitch at night. I've got the light force with a bloody switch here. Like, that's actually ridiculous, but very handy, very practical. The way they've done the Andersons, I've run 2 Anderson plugs on the back. One, so I can charge the caravan while I'm driving. The reason I did 2 is my boat trailer. I can have one to power my brakes on the boat trailer, and I can run another one inside to charge the boat batteries, which is pretty bloody cool. I do not tow without this thing. It is the Jenny hitch, guys. You can see this thing's copped an absolute hiding. It's a torsion hitch. Now, basically, you'll notice when you're driving big, heavy things, if the caravan starts to get a bit of a wellow going over some big bumps, the back of your car can get pushed up and down. This torsion hitch on these pivot bars here just moves up and down. It can just take a lot of that play out of it. And this will actually absorb the large shock without the back of your car, keeping your car nice and flat. The other thing it gives you is proper adjustability. Right now, it's perfect height. When I'm towing the little tinny trailer, I need to drop this down to a lower fitting. When I'm towing the boat trailer, it might be up even higher because I've got it up on the big off-road wheels. So adjustability, practicality, it makes towing so much nicer. It's absolutely perfect. Now, of course, nice little reverse camera here, guys, so you can see what you're doing. One thing you will notice, no rear trundle drawer. A couple of reasons for that. All I used to throw in it was a little bit of recovery gear or one of my tool kits, which can go in the side. And I've come up with an idea. It really is sort of the key highlight of this whole build, and what I believe has fixed one of the biggest, probably the biggest issue with using an American vehicle as a touring truck. Let's go check it out. Righto, so as we sneak around to this side, guys, this is the kitchen side. Another great thing about the Max on a Canopy setup like this is you have two straight arms that come out. If you've got the standard XT, it does cut the corner off. One, you're better off with the Max because you get far more protection from the elements and shade, but it fits perfectly on a Canopy like this. First thing you'll notice, we've got the Beats, the little Eco X18 up here. It's got all fancy lights and all that jazz on it. Straight away, you'll notice, guys, the big upright fridge, 130 litre. We've got a chicken and a carton of beer. I actually need a traveller. It's the afternoon. I'm watching all the boys cook a roast and drink beers right now. It's very, very disheartening. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Chuck me a like for showing you around the truck instead of sitting by the water drinking beers. So we got the Red Vision screen, guys. I told you the Red Vision was on this side. So simple and easy. All the little buttons I need are here. I can see my inverter. I can turn the lights on up in the bed. I can turn the lights on the side of the vehicle, left side, right side. Compressor, all right there at my fingertips. 240 outlets, USB-C and USB right there as well. So the first thing you'll notice about this side of the Canopy is it is clean as buggery. Look at it, nothing hanging out, can't see food, can't see anything. It is so clean. Yes, I can't fit anything on this side. Everything's closed up, but that's how I wanted this side of the kitchen. The other side is where it's open. I can put bulky items. So let's run through it. Up top here, I've just got a massive pantry storage. I will grab one of Dino's black Bush Company hard boxes. That'll sit at the back for all those items, cans and bits and pieces that I don't need all the time. And then we got breads and we got veggies and we got spuds and bloody everything up here as well. So I can just load that up. There's one thing we use on every single trip, guys, and that's our toasted sandwich maker. So on this truck, I wanted somewhere to put it that was easy to access. And this is what the team at Off-Road Creative come up with. Check this out. I literally push this up, that pivots down, and out comes my toasty sandwich machine. Yeah, I have a designated toasty sandwich machine. That's how often we use it. But it's up the top, guys. Like, it's absolutely perfect. Look at that, stowed away, using all that dead space. We've put Molly panel underneath this little hatch here. I'm gonna get some really nice fancy knives. I'll be able to make it look all pretty and whatnot. Like I said, there's a few more things to come. But when you're wheeling off-road and when I have this all fully loaded, I don't want to open the canopy door and have everything jump out. So it's as simple as closing that up. Pretty clean, neat. Now, we've got a nice big drawer here. We do have the shelves, the dividers, I should say. And then in this box here, I wanted one that's just a little bit shallower. I wanted to be able to put all my spatulas. We got just things we use all the time. Something that you'll notice that is missing, and it's already annoying me, is the Explore Life fridge organizer. All those things that you want at your fingertips stored right there in the Explore Life fridge organizer keeps this beautiful space clean right in front of the fridge. Have you seen a nicer, cleaner Canopy? I don't think so. Now, as we sneak around, I know what you're thinking. It's time to pull out the kitchen. Well, you're wrong. But we do have a massive pantry setup, more storage, and the coffee machine. So come in close. The Breville, it's actually permanently fixed in, which means it's not going to rattle around, it's not going to move. We have a coffee machine in every one of our vehicles. Anyone want to know? It's the little Breville Babino. Nav can make me a coffee in the morning. That's the deal. I put a coffee machine in the car. Nav makes me coffees. Yeah, well, that was the deal, but that doesn't happen. But that's super handy, guys, being able to have that right here. Now, when you're making your coffee, well, you need somewhere to put your cups, you need somewhere to put your milk. That's what this bad boy's for. Slide this out, all right here, nice and easy. Now, as we come over to here, check this out. From the Bush Company, I have been missing having one of these in my car since I had the 79 Series Land Cruiser. This thing is the ultimate pantry setup. Have a look at that. You can put storage in here in these nice mesh pockets. I always keep my paper towel. You can keep bread in here, whatever you want. It's nice and easy. Massive plates. Look at the size of these plates. You know why they're so long? When you're sat in your camp chair, they go over both your knees and you can actually sit there in a camp chair and eat your dinner. They are bloody awesome. Then it tucks straight back in there, doesn't bounce around. On this side, we've got smaller plates, we've got bowls, We've got all our spoons. We've got proper steak knives, guys, in there. Normal knives, forks, bigger spoons, nice glass coffee cups, and proper glasses here, guys. We'll be having a few scotches on ice in them very shortly. So if you're looking for the ultimate little kitchen setup, I've missed this. I really, really have missed this, to the point where I designed the kitchen slide out setup. This whole configuration, guys, everything I'm showing you, you can now get from Off-Road Creative. We haven't even got to the best part. You're probably thinking, well, where's the kitchen setup? Where's your bloody cooker and sink and bits and pieces? I've had a few different variations over the years, and the biggest problem with an American Canopy is everything is too high. So typically that is as low as you can possibly get. This is a chassis mounted canopy as well. It's not a tray and then a canopy. I wanted it down as low as possible. So we got the bags down on the liquids. This is where your induction cooktop would be. You can do it, and I have done it on my last truck, but it's just a little bit impractical. Check this out. I am super proud of this, and I cannot thank the Off-Road Creative team enough for sort of making this dream come true. Before I show you, I forgot, I've got this little hatch here, guys, too. It's got the coffee cups, guys. We've got our Explore Life tumbles and a couple of nice Explore Life stubby coolers in there, right where you want them, at your fingertips, without having even to slide that whole thing out. So this is the build-up. This is it. There's only one hatch left. Actually, there's two hatches left. We'll show you that one in a minute, but there's one little toolbox hatch here. We come up with this grand idea. Originally, this was going to be in the front toolbox section, but we wanted to put it in the back section because this is going to be able to be replicated, whether you've got the dual cab, the single cab, the extra cab. This will work, and this is why we deleted the trundle drawer. Introducing the Explore Life Slide Out Kitchen by Off-Road Creative. This is something I have absolutely dreamt of, guys. We've got plumbed running water in the sink and a double induction cooktop right here at the right height, exactly how you would want it. I'm gonna rip this little top off when I get home. This is gonna just get a new cutout. I'm gonna bolt on chopping board material. So you'll be able to use this as a chopping board. You can use this thing as a bar. For some reason, the four drive industry's ruined the word game changer. But guys, I really believe this is a game changer. To be able to come out here, grab my food out, all my different bits and pieces. I got a table here, and then bang, I'm cooking. I can do all the washing up, and it's as simple as this to put away. It's all plumbed, it's all turned on. I don't need to plug anything in, I don't need to do anything. I can just slide it away, and that's it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Personally, I think it is turned the American truck platform into a usable tourer that you can live out of and cook off of. I love having an induction cooktop in my vehicle. I don't want a portable one, and I just think this has made life so bloody easy. It's just simple. And it's massive. Around this side as well, guys, we've got a handy little slide out table. So I can be here doing a little bit of prep, cutting up the lettuce and tomato. We're gonna have the cook on the go. We're gonna have the washing up. Once that's a chopping board, that'll be absolutely epic. All slides away, simple, easy. I'd love to sort of carry a couple of bar stools. I reckon you could sit here and actually just have a beer around the bar. It is very well done. Hats off to you guys at Off-Road Creative for making my dream setup a reality. And to be honest, the last little hatch we've got here, guys, this is very cool. Normally you've got your fillers up here, and they're all aftermarket drains and bits and pieces. Diesel filler, AdBlue, it's all the factory hosing, factory plugs, pipes, everything. So it just works really, really well. Nice little storage hatch in here. I've got a couple of spare Andersons. I've got some ropes for the awning, some fuses, and a nice little dustpan and brush. I am so stoked. Everyone is different, but for me, this is the ultimate touring canopy. Really well thought out kitchen. It's clean, it's neat, it's simple, it's sturdy, it's built well. Look at the lines, the way this canopy is just perfectly molded to the same shape as the Ford. Bloody cool. I'm so excited to put this truck through absolute hell and back and find out if the Ford has got what it takes to keep up with my single cab Ram. But I tell you what, it's perfect for me. This is perfect. Now, we toyed with going the bigger F450s, 550s. I do think for where I take a vehicle, they're going to be a little bit too large. One day, I probably will end up in a dual cab variation of this. The question is it a Ford or is it a Ram? We're going to find out. I can't wait to really, really give this Ford an absolute hiding. I want to say a massive thank you to all of you guys. I've had this obsession to see what is the ultimate tourer? What works? What doesn't? Over the years, this is what we've come up with. I reckon we might have done it. We might have nailed it. Let us know in the comments. What do you reckon? I also want to give a shout out to all the guys that support us, my sponsors, that help make these wild dream builds a reality. Look, if the big American stuff isn't for you guys, get over there. We've got the 76 walk around video coming very shortly. We've got the little LNs. Here at the Explore Life, we encourage you, no matter what vehicle you've got, you don't need all the fancy stuff. I started in a beaten up Mitsubishi Triton. It was a piece of shit. I had to respray the bonnet and the front end. If you got a dream and you want to go and build something, well, go and bloody do it. But like I said, this is version 1. We still have build 2.0 to go. So there's a lot of things that I didn't get time to put on this vehicle. Let me run you through a few things that we haven't got and what's going on as soon as we get back. Number 1, bush wraps. And this may very well bring tears to my eyes on this trip. This is the first time that I haven't had time to put bush wraps on before a major touring trip. And I am absolutely shitting myself. I am so scared that my beautiful paintwork is gonna get destroyed. If we get access to open up this track that we're thinking about doing, it's gonna get scratched. And then I'm gonna show you why you should put bush wraps on, because you're gonna see all the scratches on my car. And then I'm gonna put bush wraps on and I'm gonna show you just how many scratches you can hide with bush wraps. But if you're doing a build, guys, get down to bush wraps, put them on your vehicle. We got them on the 76. I also haven't got a snorkel, which I've also never taken off on a trip without a snorkel. Where we're going, we should be okay. There shouldn't be any large water crossings. Worst case, I'm gonna jack this thing up to 8 inches and I'm just gonna mosey through the water crossing. Fabulous fabrication snorkel to go on here. Elias at 316 is gonna do us a nice custom airbox. And I want to make sure I've got the tune and exhaust. So 316 Elias, he's going to do me a custom airbox and exhaust, just like he did on the 76. I don't know why Nav's got all no, I don't, but I did finish Nav's car first. But that's going to be pretty cool. And then straight down to Reese from G&L. He made my truck absolutely bulletproof. Tune the auto, and any little modifications. I think there's a couple of little things that the Fords do need to make these things absolutely bulletproof, and that's why I'm going down to see him now. I'll try and get those things sorted. I'll let you know what they are in a sort of final build series. I may or may not actually change the whole color of the car. I haven't ruled that off the table yet. Let me know in the comments. Should I change the color? So there is a few things still to come, and I've got a couple of other surprises for this truck as well, guys. But massive shout out to you guys. Give me your honest feedback. I want to know what you guys really think about this truck in the comments. Let me have it, or did we actually do a bloody good job? Because I really do think we have built one of the baddest touring vehicles in Australia, and it is the perfect touring vehicle for what we do. Smash this like button, subscribe. Until next time, guys, get out there and build your dream vehicle. And if you don't have enough money for it, well, go and grab a $10,000 car like we did. Just get out there and enjoy it. We are in the most beautiful campsite right now, up in the Gulf. So I really do appreciate you guys watching. Get out there, enjoy the Explore Life. Take it easy.